Nah, I fucks with Matt.
Yeah.
Look at how he talks to these niggas.
Yeah, yo.
Yo, turn that shit up.
Turn that shit the fuck up right now.
Talking that shit. Let's go.
Yo. When you up and you winning, shit is awesome. Never felt real pain till a nigga lost one. If somebody take from you, what it's gonna cost them? Tired of niggas acting like they really put in work. Hear the boss come, be yourself. It'll do you better in the long run than see yourself staring down the barrel of a long gun. Some rappers never had no street cred, so they bought some.
I guess we could start it on that note, the vegan note.
Yeah.
So it's my man, Math Hoffa. I'm sure y'all know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been honored to be on his show. So now he's come through to American New Studios.
Return the favor, one hand wash the other, you know?
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
That's supposed to be.
That's the way it's supposed to be. And, you know, we were just talking about the fact that you just went vegan.
Yeah, you came on the show, and of course, Dame was doing his protest thing, telling everybody how disgusting they are for eating.
Everybody was eating pork in the spot.
Yeah, it was nasty, right? And he brought up a documentary on What the Health.
What the health? Mm-hmm.
One day I decided to just check it out, and it was some eye-opening shit.
Disgusting how they do it, right?
Not only what they do to process the food, but how a lot of these fast food companies are tied in with the FDA and all that shit.
The whole game.
And how they get these people to kind of like look the other way and say, this shit is healthy for you when it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was just disgusted. And from that night, watching it, never went back. I'll tell you one thing,
That's
though.
the same effect it had on me.
So I got kind of mixed emotions towards you because I'm thankful that you put me on to that, but I'm mad because they don't be shit to eat some places, bro.
Well,
vegan options is short.
Well, I can guarantee you this. Today, there will be some good vegan options to eat.
I bet.
So we have Chef Star, and she's gonna come through. She cooks for the band, and she cooks for us, all vegan, keeps us healthy, keeps us working. But again, for me, the vegan thing, right, once I saw that, Doc, it changed my perspective on things that I had suspected, but now that you know, certain people can watch that doc,
and not care,
and look the other way and eat some bacon the next day.
I can't.
Yeah.
I couldn't because I feel the difference. I feel the clarity, the mental clarity that I have. I feel the you know, no aches in my joints, no cramping. Like I feel good.
Yeah.
It was a long time that I was waking up and I just wasn't feeling good. You know what I mean?
Well, the psychology of that for me on a logical level is the amount that you take care of yourself showcases how much you love yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you love yourself and you know that you're gonna do something that you enjoy that's going to hurt you and make your life worse in the future, then you pivot, you change.
Right.
And I believe that that's
when
the reason.
I stop going to strip clubs, I hope they're a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it definitely would make your pockets a lot,
right.
you know, and your girl a lot happier. But again, when people know things are wrong because they're used to it, because they're not 100% confident about who they are, because they don't love themselves, that happens on every level, from business. Like if you know you're getting raw, but you're still getting a check, you might still do it because you don't think you can do it without them.
Right.
You still think you need them.
Right.
You don't have confidence in yourself. So you're a guy that, from what I understand, I just, you know, listened to a conversation, eye-opening, but you're a guy that, from what I understand, if someone's trying to hurt your person, then you're gonna hurt them first, and you protect your body, pause, you know what I mean? You make sure you're all right.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Well, there's a lot of Brooklyn guys that don't approach things like that, just like there's a lot of Harlem guys that don't.
Deliver Brooklyn.
Pardon?
I'm from Pizza Don't Deliver Brooklyn.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
Where they don't deliver pizza to where you go?
Yeah.
Is it Brownsville?
No.
What part?
I was in Crown Heights, but
Crown
at that
Heights?
time it was.
But you was outside.
Right. Yeah,
you were in
I was
survival
outside.
mode out there.
Right.
So yeah, so your instincts are a little different.
And,
But,
and I look at things like, okay, if this makes sense.
well, let's look at it like this. Some guys get punched in the eye and get knocked out, and some guys do the punching.
Right.
The ones that are doing the punching are usually the guys that are used to winning. They love themselves. They don't want to get hurt.
Right.
They're not going to accept what's put in front of them. They'll knock a door down if it's closed, right? Some people look the other way. They don't mind that punch in the eye. They can live with it. You understand what I'm saying? And again, to me, that dictates how much you love yourself.
So, right.
And I wasn't just talking about the food. I'm talking about business. I'm talking about education. You know, I always go there with it. But we were talking outside, and, you know, you were like, Dame, you didn't want to answer no questions. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk and speak on that. And I could, you know, we could discuss that. I don't mind.
Well,
And then I'll let you do what you want with the conversation. Go where you want.
Well, I don't know if you want to. You
Doesn't mean
you
I'm
said
gonna talk
outside,
about
you
it.
didn't want to talk about the shit.
Well,
still,
this is what I like, right?
Right.
There were certain things that people were
Get ready for it. Get ready.
There were certain things that people asked you about,
Right.
and you said you didn't want to talk about it, and you had certain reasons.
Right.
Those are, when I heard what you said, I'm like, those are damn the exact reasons why there's certain things I don't want to talk about. So people want to know, but sometimes for your own personal sanity and because you don't want to shed light to someone that doesn't deserve it,
Right.
you will pass. So that is my reason is the same as your reason. I just want to know if you
respect
could.
that.
Yeah, so I saw you do it and I respected it.
Right.
So that's the reason why. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of times people do want to hear the story of Rocafella. And a lot of times I might speak about a lot of things and a little section be about things that are asked, and that's all you hear. And then it looks like I'm the guy that's saying it.
Yeah.
And then I got to hear other people, why is Damon, and like all that. And then I got to feel a way about people that are saying it, all of that. So it just comes with a lot of layers of bullshit. And when I do talk about certain things, it's because of maybe someone's taking me to court and I need to make certain things clear because I'm honest and I'm transparent. And that's the only way I can protect myself in this moment.
Right.
Because I don't care what anybody says to me. If you're a real hustler, you always broke. Because you always betting all your re-up money. You bet it all on what you're trying to get. So if I'm trying to get, let's say in the street,
Right.
if I'm trying to get to a bird and I'm flipping ounces, every
You're
dollar,
barely making anything.
not even making it, every dollar always goes back.
Right back.
Every
in.
back until and then once I get to the bird, pause, I'm gonna want 100 birds. So again, every dollar is gonna be flipped till I get to that buck.
That's called all money in.
And that's called, some people call it broke, some people call it all money in. For me, I just like to say, fuck it, man. I believe in myself so much that I'm broke.
Well, I gotta ask you, what were the ventures that you have faith in that didn't work?
They've all worked. It just takes a matter of time. See, certain ventures were done in a way that it made it work quicker because I was able to use other people's money, like Rocafella. So what happens is I'll build the company, right? And by the time I understand how to make the money, I've spent all the money. And then I have to go to another company just to pause grow. It's growth. Right. Some people raise money, they might raise 100 million, and they can burn 100 million, and then it turns over. It's like gambling, you just keep betting the bank.
Bet.
But for me, as an independent, there were ways that I went and things were accelerated, but I didn't get the margin, I didn't get the lion's share, I didn't end up owning it, I couldn't pass it to my kids, and I didn't like the people I work with. So I was just like, yo, if I got this much money, I'm gonna just flip. And that's just what I do. So I flipped to make enough content to make a platform like American New, to be able to have the ad tech and be able to get the CPMs and the data, be able to broadcast live, be able to have all of these cameras, all this equipment,
Right.
everything you see.
Right.
So let's say, you know, everything fails and I got to liquidate, then I guess I would have some bread. But while the art is on the wall and the money's in the equipment until the company turns over, that's my version of broke. And you don't really, like where I grew up, if you saw somebody in the street that was getting money, you'd be like, yo, you getting all the money. They'd be like, nah, I'm fucked up. Because you know what comes after that? Let me hold some.
Right.
Bust down rolling for the hell of it. It's my time to shine, spotlights is my element. Fuck a plain Jane, don't insult my intelligence. I don't plan on selling it, so I don't see the relevance. You niggas having pawn shop nightmares. I'm light years ahead of niggas, even on a light year. Dom Perignon stain the laces of my night ears. Born poor, but I'ma die rich, nigga, life's fair.